A Florida senior high school teacher who teaches social studies was recently banned from an event at the school where President Obama was going to show up. Now, the reason why is because he has said in the past that he would rather dine with Satan than shake President Barack Obama's hand. So he's not a big fan of President Obama, and this is Randall Scott, as I mentioned, a social studies teacher at this senior high school. Now, I want to read you a few of his tweets so you get a better sense of how he feels about Obama. He said, "Think about it. The pen is mightier than the sword, or is Obama just a putz? In my I hate Obama mood," that's one thing that he tweeted in the past. He said of the president's wife, Michelle Obama, "She had my Pop-Tarts taken out of the vending machine. She is evil, married to a communist in an," and I don't know what the rest of the tweet was, but
sure was good.
Yeah. And also he has said that Obama is a weed-smoking Kenyan. He is in charge of our health care, seems normal.
And he is a social studies teacher for how many kids?
Yeah.
My favorite is that when the principal said to him, "Hey, listen, you might want to tone it down a little bit in social media," everybody, not specifically to him. "The president's coming. We don't, want to blast him right before he gets here. It's just, hey, can we be cool for a couple of days?" He said, "Absolutely not. And I'm going to ignore her advice." And then misspelled advice.
And he's a social studies teacher. This is good.
Yeah, I have his exact quote, so let's go ahead and read that. "I'm a conservative Republican who uses social media to express my views. At the last two faculty meetings, our principal had strongly advised us to not post anything. As a citizen of this great country, I choose to ignore her advice, which now, in retrospect, seems more like a veiled threat." Now, in the past, he's also called Obama a pussy on Twitter. So I can kind of understand why the administrators wouldn't want him to show up at the event. However, even though they've been accused of banning him because of his speech against Obama, they're saying, no, that's not the case at all. It's the size and the setup of the event venue, and it doesn't permit us to invite everyone who works at the school, so we had to be very, picky.
What we did, we sorted through it. We were like, let's take all the people who haven't called the president a pussy, and we'll invite them, and then we'll leave out all the people who've gone on Twitter and called the president a pussy.
Okay.
Just admit it. Just be like, wouldn't that be great? Steve Nash, the basketball player, said something great this week. He said that he's going to come back and play next year, even though he's injured and no longer very effective, because he's got another year left on his contract. He's 40 years old, the oldest player in the NBA. He doesn't want to retire because he wants the $9.5 million he's due.
And
he said, "I want the money. And I'm going to try as hard as I can." That's his nature, but I want the money. And I'm like, God bless.
Yeah.
Yeah, you signed the contract. That's one reason why you signed with it. Of course you want. And it'd be nice if this principal said, "Yeah, I didn't want that guy at the event. He's fucking nuts."
I'm trying to figure out how to fire him as we speak.
He called the president a pussy. The president was coming. I'm not having him there. You might call him a pussy at the event.
He called
I had no interest.
President Obama a pussy in 3 separate tweets.
Yeah, and a Kenyan communist. And he's a teacher at our school. He's lucky he has a job.
Yeah, and he's a birther and all that stuff. If you're teaching social studies and you don't understand simple things like the president was not born in Kenya and is an American citizen, etc., I mean, there really is issues here. Now, look, a part of me on it is torn though, because it is a bit of a First Amendment issue, and if someone was really vituperative against Dick Cheney and he was going to come to the school and they were like, okay, no, you can't say that about Dick Cheney.
See that one coming.
Yeah, see that. Maybe I should be a social studies teacher. Okay, and they banned him because he had criticized the president or the vice president. That's not right? I guess here it's a little tougher case because he's so vitriolic.
Yes.
Right.
It's not like a rational, reasonable argument against Obama's policies or his ideology. It's more about just, saying negative, terrible, disgusting things. Like, he's a pussy. What kind of argument is that? Why is he a pussy? I want to know more about why you feel this way.
He is kind of a pussy.
We might have a different take on that.
If he said, Obama's a pussy because he doesn't stand up to Republicans or whatever, he isn't strong when it comes to A, B, and C, sure, but he's just hating on the president because of stupid talking points he's heard on Fox.
What is wrong with this guy who, first of all, I can't believe he's a teacher of a melder of young minds, but he would rather dine in hell than shake the president's hand. Why are you so upset that you got banned from the ceremony?
Yeah.
I mean, your whole point.
You thrilled?
Right, your whole point was, I don't want to meet this Kenyan communist. Okay,
Done.
Go to the other half of the school.
Mission accomplished.
Grade some tests, Randall.
No, but he's got a different one. I mean, I don't know. It's some sort of anger issue, right?
He's an angry guy.
Yeah, and like there's like what? Even if you thought he was a Kenyan communist and stuff, what's like the pussy stuff doesn't make any sense.
Right.
Like again, logically, that would be if he was a progressive and was not strong enough in fighting back or something. I like none of it makes any sense. And why the anger against Michelle Obama? There's something wrong in his life.
Whoever is responsible for this to publicly apologize for discriminating against me because of my political views.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
You're
Okay.
fired.
Okay.
Who's the pussy now? You want an apology?
Oh yeah. Oh why? Did they hurt your feelings?
They hurt your feelings,
Are you gonna
Larry?
cry, Randall? Is that what's gonna happen?
Randall.
Someone
Oh,
give
please,
Pop-Tarts
don't- yeah.
immediately.
That's such a great
Someone
point by
should
both
send
of
him
you.
Pop-Tarts.
Yeah.
Everyone should just send Pop-Tarts to the guy.
No, what I love about Randall the tough guy, as you guys are pointing out, is she took away my Pop-Tarts, and now they won't let me meet the Kenyan communist. He's such a pussy.
My child breakfast sugar snack has been taken from my hands. And then it's my sugar pops, and then he took my push-ups and my jelly bellies. Roll-ups. What's next?
There's got to be a new rule. Anyone who complains about having their Pop-Tarts taken away cannot call another person a pussy.